Okay, we're live. Say hello. Come on. That's the screen.
I know. Hi, guys. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Could that go on a different screen so it's not so white?
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Better.
Hey, Armored Ghost. We've got one regular. What have we been up to, babe? We've been kind of absent for how many months now off this channel?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
I think in general myself as well, I've just tried to enjoy YouTube, even on my other bigger channel. I'm just making stuff and content when I feel like it, just to hang out, to share something I feel like, rather than always turning up and just making something up, you know? I think with us as well, it's kind of similar. Like unless we feel like it, we haven't really been forcing ourselves, but we used to before.
Yeah. Well, you jump like straight in. I'm like still.
Well, I'm waiting. The cameras are on. People are waiting for us.
Yeah. Do you mind putting that back there?
Yeah.
I'm used to it being there.
Creature of habit.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. I need some time to start up.
Well, people are waiting. People are watching us.
I know, but they know us. We're just chilling.
But I'm going to talk.
Yeah. I like your messages, Armored Ghost. Obviously. Well, yeah, so it's been about 2 months. And, yeah. I've been really sick. That's kind of the latest news. Oh, that sounds so serious. I just mean I was sick for like 8 days. I had the flu and then the cold. And it was really bad. And I couldn't go to the gym for 8 days. And now, finally, almost better. Yesterday we went to the gym again.
Yeah, you were bedridden
And,
for
yeah.
most of last week.
My flu was crazy. I had the flu first for like 3 or 4 days. And 2 of those days I was like a fireball. Like my skin was like burning. It was so like warm. And then it turned into the cold. And then that took like a few days. And yesterday we went to the gym for the first time and I did legs and all my strength was down with everything. So that sucked. So I have to build back my strength. But happy to be kind of better. I also had kind of like a eye infection a little bit. But that's
You're just a
almost
mess.
gone. Oh, it was horrible, yeah. But I did lose 2 kilos during that. And I thought it was, just like water weight and stuff. But like I actually lost like 2 legit kilos. So that's awesome.
I think most people lose a few kilos when they're sick. They sweat it out. Their metabolism is like on fire. So, and your hunger, you don't have an appetite. So I think generally most people lose some weight when they've got the flu, when they're sick.
I don't know about most, but because I've been like dieting, and I've been like, there's only been 1 day during my flu where I hardly ate anything. That was one of the days that I was like burning, but I made up for it the next day. So with my calories, I've been just like in my normal deficit. So that's how I know that I legit burned 2 extra kilos or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, just need to get my strength back up in the gym.
Well, we had a good day yesterday. Yesterday was your first official day back to normal.
Yeah, yesterday we went out for a nice meal. We had Chinese food. That was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had some ice cream.
Well, I think in the time we haven't been active on this channel very much, it kind of coincides with when we started to go to the gym together. We've changed a bit of our lives.
Yeah, that was a bit longer. I think we've now been going for
4 months?
Longer than 3. Yeah, like 3.5 months. We've been going like 5 days a week, really consistently.
Yeah, now we almost expect to go every day, and we just take a day off here and there when we need a break. So it's not like the mentality of I try to go 3 times a week, and you try and pick which days you go. We just expect to go every day, but we give ourselves, like, we take a day off once or twice a week, depending on how we feel. So it's actually an easier way to get to the gym because you expect to go every day.
Yeah, and it's really been fun. Yeah.
But yeah, it's around the same time, like, we changed a few things up, like our mentality towards, like my mentality towards creating content, making videos, creative pursuits, getting into the gym. Just that we've adjusted a lot of things in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah, what else? Obviously, a lot of shit has happened in the world. I think you touched on it last week in your stream.
Oh, my channel, yeah. But yeah, everyone's talking about that. The whole world feels like it's gone nuts.
Yeah. I remember there were a few days that I was kind of... It was like all I could think about, you know? Like, not just the Charlie Kirk story, but also the one about the Ukrainian girl that got killed on the train.
Well, that's the main things that have been circulating from the US, that girl, and that it came one after the other.
Yeah, so that's crazy.
And then there's protests all around the world.
Yeah, and I follow Candace Owen, so I'm following the whole thing about Charlie Kirk. Apparently, it's not as straightforward as we thought it was, and we don't know how it all happened.
Apparently, I don't know what to believe anymore. It kind of gives you fatigue. Sometimes you feel like not that you don't care, but because you don't know what to believe, and then someone comes out with something else. Sometimes it's like you think you believe something, and then next week, oh, that was bullshit, or it's not what you think. It's like, I'm tired of playing musical chairs. Can someone just tell me exactly what it is, and then I can... I
think that depends on who you watch, though, because like I mainly follow Candace for all of the political and world stuff, and she's very thorough and very consistent. So I don't get that with her.
Yeah, but I don't like her personality. She's a bit of a bully too.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. You may not like her, but she's really good at what she does.
Well, for me, I don't... my interest isn't finding out everything politically in the world, right? It's kind of like a casual interest. Like, I like knowing what's going on in the world, but that's not my main focus. I don't get up every day and read the news and read the paper to find out what's happening in different parts of the world. But if I'm informed, it matters who's informing me. If I don't like the person very much, or if their personality rubs me a little bit, I'd rather get the information from somebody else or hear it somewhere else. I'd rather hear it from you if you watch her, because she's a bit pushy, and she keeps poking people in a bully kind of way a lot of the times. I don't know. It's just a personality thing with me. I don't mind her, but she's not someone that I enjoy watching for a long period of time.
She's just a shark. Like, she doesn't let go if she's investigating something. And that's maybe why some people don't like her. But I think I know what you mean. Like, she's very confident, and sometimes she can be a bit smug. But I think that's true for all those right-wing people that are on YouTube.
I think it's anyone who's got a platform. But anyway, yeah, don't completely dislike it. It's just a personality thing with me and her. But yeah, a lot of crap's been happening. I think both you and I, but especially I can speak for myself, that I've been focusing the last few months in really just curating my own life to be as comfortable and enjoyable as possible, not burying my head in the sand and ignoring what's happening in the world and life and stuff, but choosing just not to get caught up in the drama, choosing not to chase the algorithm and worry what YouTube thinks, what this thinks, what... There's always like something to fear in the world and something to worry about. And I'm just kind of fatigued over all of it, you know? There's only so much you can take, and it keeps being ramped up. And it's like, yeah, I get it. Everything's crap. You know? I'd rather just read a book or watch a movie.
Read a book. Where's that from? Christina has a question. Well, that's great to hear that exercise has been helpful. What has been the biggest adjustment so far? What do you mean, like with exercise? There hasn't really been a big adjustment. We've kind of just we started doing it, and it's just been fun. It's been kind of effortless, I would say, the gym.
I was always a big gym junkie. Not a big gym. It was always part of my life since I was in my late teens. So I've always kept in shape. But I think as I got older, I just did less and less, started working out from home and treated it more casually. But since you've wanted to take it seriously, it's been an easy excuse for me to get back into it. And I think when you went to sign up again, I went with you, and they had a special on, and I was thinking, well, you know what, I might as well join up as well because it's a really good deal. It's a really cheap price, and I'm lying to myself if I don't grab it, I'll regret it.
It was like a sign.
Yeah. And so I did it. Now it's really fun to go because on days where I can't be bothered, like today, I'm not very motivated, but she is. And we kind of lean on each other. The person that's more motivated, we just go, like we can't let the other person go on their own.
Yeah.
Because it feels like I'm letting myself down and I don't want them to go on their own. And it's actually a lot of fun when you go together.
Yeah, but it's also like not hard. If one of us is not really super motivated, like it's not hard to go because it's just fun.
Well,
She's saying Bob mentioned he made a lot of adjustments since starting to exercise. Maybe you were talking about other things than exercise, or do you know what you meant?
Oh, when it's got to do a lot of adjustments since started to exercise. Generally in life, I've made a few adjustments, but with exercise, I know as I've gotten older, if that's what she means, I think everyone does this who's gone to the gym a lot of times in their life. And when you're younger, you know, you just go hard, heavy, as much as you just push yourself. As I've gotten older, I'm a bit more scientific and I adjust how much I lift now. I don't lift as much or push myself as hard as I used to before. I lift kind of smarter and I listen to my body now, if that's what you mean. So,
With me, it's the opposite. I'm pushing myself harder this time because I realized that when I was fit, like 8 years ago, I enjoyed weightlifting, but I never really pushed myself super hard.
I thought you did. I've seen the pictures. You were pretty ripped.
I was, but in terms of strength.
Ah,
Yeah, and now I'm really doing progressive overload and trying to lift heavier and heavier and tracking certain lifts and stuff. So I'm actually pushing myself harder this time around, I would say.
were you before just trying to get lean and shredded and kind of just look lean and shredded?
Yeah.
And now you're trying to get sort of more thick and like a stronger or something.
Yeah, before the emphasis was mostly on aesthetics. I just wanted to be slim and kind of muscular, which I was. I looked very athletic. And now I want to probably not be as slim as I was back then, but focus more on strength and gaining muscle, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I actually enjoy that. The thing about fitness that's good, and anything you're into, right? It could be a creative hobby as well, is that it's not always the same thing. You can follow turning up as a routine, but it's always fun to adjust things, whether it's a creative pursuit or even with the gym. You go to the gym and you might do a certain body part, but there's so many different variations of how you can do that body part. So even if you do, I don't know, bicep curls, do you do supersets? Do you do high rep, lower weight, heavy weight, max rep to 9? Do you do Tabata? Do you time each exercise via the clock? Do you do it just by intuition? Like there's so many different, even if you did exactly the same exercise in exactly the same way, how you do it, the timing, the weight, the endurance, the reps.
Yeah, that's what I like about weight training. There are many different ways of going about it. And also there are many different goals that you could have. You know, like depending on the goal that you have, whether it's aesthetics or strength or whatever, that's really gonna dictate how you should train. So it's really fun to think about, okay, what body do I actually want, or like what kind of performance do I want to be able to achieve. And then you're going to think, okay, then I need to train like this, not like this. And I think that's fun.
Yeah, Stephanie trains much more organized than I do. Like
Yeah.
you're like, she's got how many calories she eats, which exercise, how many reps on this day.
I track everything and I have goals.
The only thing you don't do is have like a notepad with you at the gym and you're ticking off things. Like,
But I sometimes do that on my phone.
Yeah.
When to track how much I'm lifting.
During the weight session at the gym?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
But usually I remember, but sometimes I type it down, yeah.
Yeah, I don't do any of that.
But it's fun because then I have a whole Excel sheet with all my lifts. And because then you can like track how much you're lifting. And then like say you're able to do 3 times 12 with a certain lift. Okay, now next time we can go higher. And then you're going to track until you can hit 3 times 12 again, for example. And then you can like, I make it like bold or red whenever I go up in weight in the Excel sheet. And then you can actually make progress. It's really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta build strength to carry the food platters. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I have crap fatigue. What I was talking about before in terms of all the negative news in the world. And it's not being naive and not just trying to be positive and I just want to watch cat videos on YouTube and I want to pretend that bad things aren't going on. And it's not that. It's I feel like even entertainment now is like there's political stuff in entertainment. You watch Netflix, everything's got a political angle. Stuff can be woke. It's kind of like, can I have less politics in every single freaking thing I watch and look at? Everything is just fear and anxiety. And I want to relax and have fun. I want to smile. I want to look at beautiful things. I want to have a laugh sometimes.
Yeah, but then don't look at politics.
Yeah, but sometimes it throws it, you look on your phone, an ad comes up or... Anyway, there's been a couple of channels have been deleted recently and some others that have been reinstated on YouTube. So they're going through a real churning.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys that got big channels that got deleted around the time of the bug, around 2020 to 2022, somewhere around there. And it's only now that they've been reinstated, these big channels. And also, there have been channels now that have been around that got just deleted because, you're not saying the right thing, you're going against our guidelines and things like that. So,
yeah. I kind of make my own, I've set up my own trainings. I do upper lower splits, so I do 2 upper, 2 lower every week. And I basically do progressive overload. So, what's he saying? You feel higher weight, so maybe next time more reps with less weight. No, basically the main things that I track are all the big lifts. And then my most fun lift is I love the squat. So I track my 1 rep max I try to do it like every month or every 2 months. And then the way I push my squat up is by tracking my 5 times 5. So the latest before I got sick, the latest was 5 times 5 with 45 kilos. So then the next time I go up to like 47 and a half with 5 times 5. And then I keep going up like that. And then as my squat goes up like that, it goes up. The 1 rep max also goes up like over time. So basically with the big lifts, I track those. And then once I can do the sets and reps that I track, I go up in weight, like a quarter of a kilo or something, So that's kind of how I do it.
And we should let people know you actually do a proper squat all the way down to the floor and all the way up. Because some people just do like half squats, like you go all the way down, all the way up,
Yeah, I go not like all the way down, not like too far, but just, proper, I would say, yeah. Now that Steph's recovered, she can go trick-or-treating later. I have never celebrated Halloween in my life.
Me neither.
But I think it would be fun, like if you're a kid.
It's an American thing that's actually taken off here in the last few years. They've really pushed it commercially just so they can make more money, I think. Like, so people can buy more Halloween shit.
Yeah, of course. Training to be a Starship Trooper. When are you both going to visit? I don't want to visit the US, man.
I have a good friend that she lives there. That's the only reason we'd probably visit. Although I don't know how much longer she's going to stay in the US. She's been talking about moving.
I feel like since I've been with you, I've learned so much more about the US. It's really made me dislike it. And it's scary. I feel like it's much more dangerous there now.
Look, we don't know what we see in the media and on social media, if it's accurate. A lot of the times it's blown up. It's not as bad. But yeah, whenever I've gone traveling, I want to either see something or go for a reason. There's just not many reasons for me to want to go to the US other than to visit a particular friend. And I've only really got my one friend over there. And it doesn't look like she's going to stay. The only other thing is visiting some of the beautiful parks and things like, Yellowstone, or in Canada, Yosemite and things like that. They're beautiful, but aside from those, is it worth the, nearly 1 day plane trip to get there?
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going to Hawaii again. That's the only place I would actually like to go. But the rest of the US, no.
But if we go, we'll let you know. That rhymes.
Mm-hmm. How about the rocky nutrition of drinking glass? Ew.
You still haven't. We've got to watch the Rocky movies. We've got to do a marathon. You like that?
Yeah.
It's a love story with boxing in it. That's what it is. The first one, anyway. America is expensive. Yeah, I heard. But yeah, I think there's been a really nice, healthy shift the last month, I'd say. Couple of months. Ever since I think we started going to the gym, which makes sense because the gym's a big thing. It's a thing we do almost every day in our lives. So I think everything around it changed. Like, we were already kind of eating healthy. Now that's kind of dialed in more. That's been an effect because you're going to the gym every day. You just don't eat bad. It's not easy to, like, even if you wanted to. And last night was an example. We didn't really eat too bad, but our idea of eating bad is to have like Chinese. Whereas before it would be like McDonald's or like a real processed fast food. But now our idea of having like a cheat day because you're going to the gym is far less junky than it used to be. So going to the gym kind of helps a lot,
Well, having like a cheat meal of Chinese food, it also feels very different from having fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't feel bloated and sick. You don't feel like someone wants to put you out of your misery. You feel full, but you don't feel sick.
Yeah, but it has been really fun. Like, I've built like quite some muscle since I've been training again. So I can really see the results. So that's really awesome. And right now, like, I'm not too far off from my goal weight. So, yeah, and I can't wait till I'm there because then I can eat more normal and stuff,
Yeah. And for myself, I've been getting back more into my art. I've been drawing more. I've been thinking about writing and drawing stories, and also taking up painting, which is something I've wanted to get better at for a long time because I'm not naturally a good painter, but I do want to get better at it because I'm more of a line person. I'm more of a illustrator line kind of person than a paint blobs person, and I want to get better at that.
Would you draw first and then like color it in with paint, or?
Pretty much. I like designing my images first and then adding color to them later. I'm not the kind of person that can just start with a blank canvas and make up a painting. I have to sketch it out and draw it first, lightly, before I can't start from nothing.
I also feel like, because I was sick for like 8 days, which was horrible, obviously, but at the same time, it was kind of nice because it kind of shut me away from the world. And we spent like a lot of days just like watching movies inside. And that's kind of nice. It kind of reminds you of your little world and what's important, you know? Because sometimes, like since I've been back into fitness, I've been like very preoccupied with what other people think. Like when I post videos and stuff on social media. So much so to the point that I've actually now just created like a separate, smaller page on Instagram with
Like a private one.
a private page with just a few followers that I feel comfortable with. You know, it's so crazy. Like I've been really like
Because you want to you like documenting your progress. You're a kind of progress, numbers, goal-oriented person. But at the same time, you don't like being affected by the validation of other people as well?
No, because I think at first I was just like posting it, and then like, you know, over the years you've accumulated a lot of people on Instagram and Facebook, and so you kind of throw out this kind of personal journey into the abyss, like for everyone to judge. And I think that was really like kind of driving me crazy. I was like needing validation and looking if I got likes and stuff like that, and I really didn't like it. And that's kind of why I went smaller with just a few people and made the page private, and that's helped a lot. And now I'm trying to look at it more like I am just documenting, you know, like whenever I make progress with a lift, I'll post that or something. But it's like crazy, like how much you think that people care and stuff, but like people don't give a shit. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. Yeah.
Well, that's always a struggle everyone has. I think people who post online, who get a bit of a following, the people who get burnout, every single one of them, without a doubt, myself included before, is when you start posting for everyone else on a schedule for what everyone else expects or wants or what you think they want, and you get burnt out just like pedaling so hard. Because initially, it always starts whenever you post online on whatever channel you're on, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, it starts pure. It starts that you want to show, document, you're excited, you're producing it from you. And then you get a few likes. And then they start to direct how you do things, which is wrong. Then you start like, well, I want to get more likes. Or I posted 3 last week. I haven't done anything this week. I need to step it up, whether or not you feel like it, whether or not you've finished anything, whether or not you've reached the personal best at the gym. You feel like, well, I've got to post something. And then you start actually going to the gym and doing lifts and doing workouts for filming or for posting, rather than going to the gym and just thinking about what's my best next thing to progress. You know, to think of social media as a secondary thing, or as a posting when you've actually accomplished something because you wanted to do it. And that's always the struggle. Everyone who burns out, they burn out because they keep posting stuff on social media for everyone else, and they just get burnt out from doing it.
Yeah, that's why I think like having the mindset of I'm just documenting this for myself, that's a much better, healthier mindset to have.
But it's something you've got to stay on top of, because it's one thing to say it, because everyone says it, yeah, don't care about what other people think, you got to do it for yourself. And everyone agrees, everyone knows that's true. But when you're not thinking about it, social media leads you in the other direction. You actually lose sight of that. You have to really stay on top of that and make sure and resist, because it feels good to get likes. It feels good that people say, oh, great work, keep going. But then you get one negative comment and it ruins your whole week. Or you don't feel like going to the gym, or you're second guessing yourself in posting your creative thing.
Yeah, that's not even ever been my problem. Like we've talked about that before. My thing was more so when there's silence, you know, like when there's a lack of a response,
where you get nothing.
Then I just get into my head and I get insecure and I start second guessing everything.
So you would feel worse with no response than if a few people responded negatively?
Well, no, I don't want negative responses either. That's also bad. But I'm just saying that's not been my problem, getting negative. Because also that would be weird. Because like on my Instagram and Facebook, if there were people that would respond negatively to me, that's weird. Because like I control who my friends and family are. So
that's true. Yeah, I guess when you don't get responses, you start making up stories. Why aren't they responding? Don't they like me? Are they not saying anything because they think it's silly, but they don't want to be rude? Like, you just start making up stuff. At least a response is a response. You know what it is.
Yeah. And also, with a much smaller following, who you know are people you feel comfortable with and everything, you're kind of guaranteed, like, good responses, so that's good.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Like... Now with the way the world is, it's almost like because the world's gone crazy, now censorship is going to get worse as an excuse. Like, look how bad the world, like we have to start censoring, like things are getting out of control. We have to ban people. We have to get rid of thumbs down or thumbs up. Yeah. This is why I'm just tired of it all. Everyone's fighting all of this political stuff and it's just like a big mess.
You know, all the YouTube stuff and political stuff online, that doesn't really bother me. That's like entertainment because like I'm in control of it whether I watch it or not. I am more so bothered by like what we have to do. Like, for example, we have to work. And yeah. But like the last few weeks I've, for example, been very annoyed with students and with how busy it is and it's like overwhelming and annoying. And then sometimes I just get into these spirals where I'm just like angry that I have to be like in that position. You know, it's not like, oh, I really don't feel like, because I'm not that social, I'm kind of introverted. If I feel like, oh, I don't want to be around people today, but then you have to work. Like, I don't know.
I think today, I think more people are introverted and antisocial because most people live online and we spend all our time looking on phones and screens. I think everyone now would want to win the lottery just so they don't have to deal with the world. Whereas back when I was growing up, everyone wanted to win the lottery to buy a Ferrari or to go on holiday or to buy a house. People now just want to not work.
Yeah. We've said this, I don't even need to win a crazy prize. Just let us win enough so that we don't have to work anymore and we just have the same money every month. I would be so happy with just that. Like, so we can just go and live in the house in the woods and not see anyone.
Do you think that when you block yourself off from the world that much, right, you don't have to deal with anyone, that when you do, say, go to the supermarket or the doctor's office, it affects you much more because you're not used to dealing with people? No,
because then your world is serene. And then the only thing we would do is we would go to the shops or out for breakfast. Those would be our social moments.
Sure, but do you think because we've curated our lives, say you win the lottery or you come into a lot of money and you don't...
Yeah, but you always say that. I don't understand. Because even if so, who the fuck cares? Like, if we live like in paradise like that.
Yeah, but then you'd be more irritated at the supermarket because like your life is so serene, like at home. And then you go to the supermarket and then just like a kid making a little bit of normal noise just really sends you through the roof.
Yeah, but not necessarily. Because now when we go sometimes and that happens, but we still work. But let's say we don't work at all. Our life is serene, right? Mm. And then we can go in the morning when it's quiet. We will go like at the times when it's like not busy. We'll be smart about it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just thinking... Scientifically, it's shown that the more you desensitize an animal away from its tribe of other animals or human beings, the more you're antisocial, the more you live in the woods or whatever, isolated. When the moments that you do have to go back for something like supermarket or...
Oh, okay, let's work until we die then. Really? Like,
No,
I get maybe what you're saying.
I'm just describing.
But it's not a valid point to
if you
sway me in a different direction.
No, I'm not saying would you rather not win the lottery, of course. I'm just saying it might be an interesting effect of like now you have this perfect quiet life. We live in the country somewhere. And now every time we go to the supermarket and we hear someone who's just mildly annoying, it irritates the crap out of us. Whereas before it didn't, because at least we had a job to go to and we interacted
Yeah, but
with
I
people.
think that's a very exaggerated thing to say.
Sure.
Because first of all, we're going to go at quiet times probably. Secondly, it doesn't always happen that someone's acting like a retard. That happens like maybe sometimes. And then also, we're probably going to be so chill and happy that it's not really going to bother us that much because we're not going to let it affect us that much. So I don't think it's a problem.
Do you think work is ever truly fun? Yeah, most people, look, this is true. I think 90-something% of people work jobs. The true test is if you came into a lot of money, would you still go to work? That's the test. And sometimes people would still go because they really are more social and they like the interaction. But most people would not go back to work.
I just think the whole way the world is set up, like that everyone has to work to make a living, is just like BS. Like for most of our lives, we have to work like 5 days a week, do shit we don't want to do, just because we have to get food on the table. I think whoever designed life like that, that's like so stupid. It should have been it should have been designed differently.
Yeah, but there's also the case human beings, if you're given complete freedom, we turn to shit.
Yeah, okay, but I'm here and you're on the other end of the spectrum. Like, that's not what I said. I mean it should be designed differently. Like, obviously, we shouldn't just, like, sit on our asses all day. But I don't know exactly how, but it should be different, where we have a lot... First of all, we shouldn't be working, like, that much. And then secondly, we should be doing things that we want to be doing, that we enjoy doing.
I look tired. Don't you think? I look tired.
Yeah, a little. Yeah. Yeah, you do look tired.
Yeah, I know why.
Why are you so tired?
I don't know. You're making me tired.
Maybe because of yesterday, because of the food.
Maybe, yeah. I feel okay. I feel relaxed, but anyway.
Yeah.
No.
See, we're working. Even us, we're working too much.
Nah.
3 days a week.
Well,
and
you've got some people who've got like 3 kids, dog,
oh, fucking hell.
jet ski, kid at work. People, what did you do this weekend, Bob? And me, like, oh, nothing. Just chilled out with the wife. Just did a bit of this. And they're always, I went to a kid's birthday party. I went to another kid's birthday party. Went to a kid's birthday party. Went to my friend's birthday. Went to this. They're always going to events.
Yeah.
And they probably like it. But I think, man,
Ugh.
did you have a day where you could just stay at home and just do what you wanted? Did you have a day with no plans? And usually no.
You know, there's one of my colleagues, and I think one day she said one weekend they go to her parents, and then the other weekend they go to her boyfriend's parents, and they do that every week. And I was just thinking, fuck me. Like, ugh, literally.
Yeah, but if your parents were here as well, and like, there's nothing wrong with like, if it's, you go and drop in for a coffee or something.
Not every weekend. One weekend your parents, next weekend my parents, next weekend your parents, next weekend my parents. Fucking hell.
It's very mechanical. But I used to before, when I was on my own, but I had a lot of free time. I used to drop in to see one of my family members at least once a week.
Yeah, I'm not like that.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to be alone. Like.
Yeah, but then when you need someone to help you, then it's like, oh, where are people?
No, then people help.
Why would they? If yeah.
I don't know. Because it's family. But if they need my help, then I'll help.
Anyway. Yeah, I'm tired of the world.
I'm tired of letting other things hijack my brain while it shouldn't. You know, I think also when I was sick, I want to just like focus on a few things in like our bubble and not care about other stuff.
Are you
tired of it.
Are you grumpy this morning, babe?
No, the whole work topic is making me like annoyed. It is annoying though, because like you can't do anything about it.
You also, we talk about this. You got to check yourself. We only work 3 days a week, babe.
I know, but still.
See?
I want to work 0 days.
What's that joke about the woman's store? You know, you go up the stores, like you can never satisfy a woman.
But that's not it. I feel like I'm easily satisfied. That sounds so dirty. Like I don't need much. You know, I don't need much, like in terms of material stuff.
No, that's true. You're not material at all.
I just want to be like left alone. Like just leave me alone. And I don't like being forced to do stuff I don't want to do.
Well, this is actually in a lot of ways, the world actually intrudes and expects a lot out of you. Think about it when you go to work functions, gatherings, barbecues, and things like. There's a lot of people who are very social. They talk a lot. They want to dominate conversations. They want things from you. People want to use you. People like ask of you a lot. Sometimes they demand. They don't even ask. They expect. You know, a lot of people manipulate. So there are a lot of people, not to mention the world itself, like governments and taxes and working and pay this. And the moment you think, well, I've paid my bill, leave me alone. Then you get another bill. Like there's always an intrusion. Like you have to do this. You have to pay for this. You have to, which means I have to go to work to pay it. Like fucking leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not bothering anyone. Why does everyone keep giving me bills and I have to pay for this? And there's another birthday you have to go to. Fucking.
Yeah. No, Armored Ghost, literally, if we could get just our salaries for the rest of our lives, just that, and then, but we don't have to work. That's already, so, I don't need like multi-millions. Just like not working and having the same income. I would love that.
What would you do? Do you think you'd go crazy at home? Not having anything to do, not going anywhere?
No, we'd go to the gym. We could do our art stuff. We can like, you know, do whatever we do on our days off.
We need to make the most out of our days off as well. Because I know I've, when you've got a lot of free time, because I've been semi-retired for like 10 years now.
Yeah.
And the challenge is now you've got much more time to do what you want and build your projects and write your books and do your artwork that you never get around to them because you're not forced to. But every Monday to Wednesday, I go to work for someone else and I do exactly the work. I turn up for them, but I never turn up for my projects. That's the challenging thing. So if I had my whole week free, sometimes I think, would I be disciplined enough to turn up and start doing my own projects?
Yeah, but that's not the fault of the week being free. That's your fault for not planning and executing.
I know.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Yeah.
What else?
A couple billion. A couple billion? What do you mean? Like 1 billion is already like way too much.
Yeah, well, the average housing price here in Victoria, where we live, is somewhere between 1 to 3 million. It's ridiculous. And wages haven't gone up in the last couple of decades very much at all. So it's very, very overpriced here. So just to get a livable wage, we've got one of the lotteries we got here in Australia is Set for Life, which is you can win a certain amount every month for the rest of your life. I think it's 20,000, up to 20,000 for the rest of your life. That'd be good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the lottery is a topic many people talk about from time to time.
Yeah. You don't even want to travel that much anymore. You've lost your passion for traveling.
No, I don't need to go per se. No. I'm just, like I said, I just want to be like alone with you. Just leave us alone. Yeah, I don't know. Like things are bullshit. Like, you know, we were here when I was sick, just watching movies. I bought like a freaking puzzle. I did like a dinosaur puzzle. It's so nice.
A jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah, yeah. In my mind, that's in Dutch puzzel. That's like a. We never use the word jigsaw. Like so a puzzle is a puzzle.
So what would you call Lego? Is that a puzzle?
Lego.
No. But wouldn't you call that like a kind of a puzzle?
No, that's Lego.
Steph can launch Steph Coin and collect it. Steph Coin.
Yeah. I typed into ChatGPT what you said a few days ago to me. Oh, you could ask ChatGPT how you can get like rich and stuff. So I put in like, I'm a teacher, I write, blah, 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 some things that I'm good at. But everything it gave me is like the answers. Like I need to like...
You need to get off your ass.
I need to work and put time and effort. And that's not what I want to hear. I want the magic.
I swear, woman's magical thinking. Can't it just happen?
Yeah.
Like how I just sit and a guy wants to marry me. And so, like, can't it just be given to me?
Yeah, that's why the lottery is the only answer.
Reality, babe. And also it feels good when you're goal-oriented. So if you set towards a goal and you achieve it, you feel really good. You get a lot of self-esteem and achievement out of actually doing the work to get your goal.
Yeah, but I feel like if there was a ChatGPT that could look into the future or do like future calculations, and then I would be like, okay, which of all of these paths, if I put effort into it, can I actually really achieve something like that can really bring in money or something? And then if it tells me, yeah, if you follow this path and you take these steps, then I'm like, okay, let's go. But now it's like, I don't know shit. That's
an excuse. Everyone wants that.
It's not though.
Yeah. Look, you should, it gives you, ask ChatGPT, this is where I am. These are my talents.
I did that.
This is what I like. And it actually gives you, you know, where should I focus my energies? Where should I post videos?
Yeah, blah, blah. But that's not like a step plan. What I mean is, for example, let's say, because I'm a teacher, right? Let's say this future AI thing calculates, right? That like making educational materials or starting like my own courses and teaching Dutch or whatever, right? That's like an endpoint that can make me bring in money. Serious money, right? So we can replace our salary, my salary or whatever. And then it's like, okay, so start a profile on this website and then go and take these steps. And then over like a 3-year span, you're going to end up here. Like, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. Like, give me the actual steps. And then if I know that it's achievable, then but now it's like, I don't know anything about.
Yeah, but I feel like ChatGPT or anything really, if you ask it, it'll give you statistically achievable ways to actually make money. So it'll tell you, like, you can do this, you can do that, do this. This is the best course of action. If you enjoy this, this is your hobby. Do this, this, and this. And if you keep working in that direction, you will make money. If you're looking, there's 3 paths to go.
But that's like saying, if you want to be a millionaire, choose something you're good at, work hard, don't sleep, and focus on this. And it's like, yeah, duh, like that's so general, but like it doesn't help you.
Yeah, but you also don't want to do any work. So
no, I'll do the work. But just tell me specifically what's going to be the end goal when and what are the steps I need to take. I'll be on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know which way or what to do. Oh, I'm getting hot. Oh, you guys know what I mean? Like, I need it to be specific. I don't like moving towards something where I don't know where I'm going. I don't know if it's making sense. That's why I love weight training. That's why I love tracking my lifts. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know when I'm making progress. It's like going somewhere. You know? I can't just like do shit and I don't know what or why.
Well, when it comes to pursuing things that will make you a lot of money quickly, be successful, be famous, whatever, none of that, you can't get a guarantee. You can only follow where you're driven, what you're good at, And I think there's a lot of stuff that everyone knows, yeah, I'm good at this, and if I really apply myself, I could be successful. Just because there's no guarantee of what it'll look like and how much money exactly and what the destiny, like, but you know it's actually going to lead to good stuff. We still don't want to do it because it's not completely clear. But we know if we head in that direction, we're going to be successful to one degree or another.
Yeah, I think I'm also more skeptical because I write and I've got books published, but like nothing's changed, or not that I expected it to change or anything, but like I know that sometimes you can put effort into things and nothing comes of it.
Sure, but if you take it seriously but you just do it for fun.
That's true, but it is like something that has taken me time and I've put effort into it.
Look, you asked me the other day if there was another talent I could add to myself. If it was an addition, because I'm more artistically inclined, I like just creating things, right? If I could add to myself the same drive and enthusiasm for business and finance, if I could add that, then I would be successful. Then I would just be driven, and I would always be driven towards the structure of how I could make money, you know? So a lot of people are just business and money focused, where they'll do anything and they'll just find, you know, whatever makes me money, and they'll do it. They don't care what they do. They just get fun out of making money and becoming successful in that way. Whereas most people who are creative, they don't have the business side as well. It's very rare the people that have both or a mixture of both. So if I could have that as well, like a real drive and enthusiasm for finance and money and that kind of success, then yeah, I would just keep going in the direction I'm going and nothing could stop you, and you just keep making money.
Yeah. Well, give us some luck.
Well, if you work hard, you make your own luck, isn't that?
That is so like cliche.
You just don't want. You just want like a pile of money, like Amazon to come with a big box of money, like delivery, cash.
I don't even need money. I just want to like not work.
Well, that's what I mean. You don't have to work because money gets handed to your doorstep. All right. Have we talked about everything?
What are our plans going forward? Winning the lottery? No kidding.
No. Well, I'm going to continue going down the more artistic path, because I put that on hold for a few years. I've taken it for granted because I always used to just be about my art and writing and comic books and drawing, and then when I started my YouTube channel like 7 or 8 or however many years ago, maybe 9 years ago, I really enjoyed it, and it was something new, the social aspect, talking about ideas and my thoughts and stuff. So rather than putting them in my art and in my stories and writing them down, I was putting them in videos and getting feedback. So I really enjoyed it. But now the internet's changed a lot. It's become very political and it's not that much fun. It's not very creative. I used to enjoy the creativity much more. So now I'm just going to more enjoy the artistic side, ignoring more and more about the politics and all the negativity in the world. And it's not me being naive, but I do want to enjoy my days and weeks more without being distracted by all the negativity as much.
Yeah, I agree. I want to be in our bubble more. And with me, it's not so much, like I said, that I want to like shut out YouTube or anything. That's just entertainment to me. But more so, like I'm letting work annoy me a lot, and I want to shut that out more.
Well, for me, it's not so much I want to shut out the world, which I just want to not shut it out, but just stop paying attention to stuff that really I don't care about. It's almost like I'm caring about stuff that afterwards, like, why did I waste my time scrolling? Why do I listen to, why do I argue? That, like, it's a waste. Like, I don't even care, but I got caught up in it. So I just don't want to be caught up in bullshit that I don't care about. But most importantly, I want to create more. Because I feel better when I create stuff. When I write, when I get into my headspace, I create beautiful things. I create videos that I want to do. I feel best when I create stuff, not when I just do nothing. I can't just retire and do nothing, right? Even if I won the lottery. I want to be able to paint and draw and write and make videos and produce stuff and do stuff. Like, I just want to create things. You know, that's what I want to do more of.
Yeah. I haven't been inspired to write for quite a long time now. But I've been toying with the idea of maybe getting back into drawing a little bit. Maybe trying to make a comic strip or something. I don't know.
You started drawing a little bit when you met me.
Yeah.
Were you drawing before that, or was it because I was drawing that you decided
Yeah, because of you.
Oh.
I started writing again because of you, and I started drawing because of you.
But you wrote before you met me, but you...
I just had like a 9-year break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like almost everyone drew when they were kids. You hear it all the time. I hear it a lot because I've never stopped drawing. And whenever people see me sketch and they go, oh yeah, I used to draw a lot, I hear it so often. They drew when they were kids and then they stopped. And everyone stopped and I didn't.
Yeah, drawing is very normal for kids. It's like playing with Barbies, playing with cars.
Yeah, just your imagination. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love drawing. I love doing those things. And that's what I want to do more of. Call me naive. Oh, Bob, you don't know what's going on in the world because such and bloody blah. It's like, yeah, I know.
I think that's such a dumb thing to say, though. Like, why do you need to know what's going on in the world even? Like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, but some people have no fire in themselves other than fighting like an enemy. And if there's not one, they'll make one up.
Yeah, go fight then. But like, why does any one person... Why would you tell any one person, oh, why don't you know what's going on in the world, and then shame them for it? Like, what's that one person? Oh, if only that one person would stand up, then the whole world would like be different. Really?
Well, they think the more people like them that are very passionate about politics, then you could change the world to be better. That's probably what they think. Because you're part of the problem, Stephanie and Bobby. You guys are ignorant to what's going on in the world. You're ignorant to what's happening in the street. Did you see what happened on the news? And I'll say, no. They go, oh my God, see, you're part of the problem. We all need to be more informed because the more of us that are informed, then we can change the government.
Has anyone ever approached you like that?
No, but I feel like that the people that do say, oh, you're ignorant, you don't care about what's going in the news, because I say that, like, yeah, I don't watch the news, I don't really care that much. They kind of think you're a bit childish, that you just care about your drawing, like you're a bit of a child. I need to care more about politics. I need to know what's going on more in the world. And I feel like, why? Like, okay, like you said, okay, I'm going to start like being informed. What does it do now? Now, what, you can talk to me about your bullshit more? Is that the only benefit of it?
I've always said, if something is important enough that I should really know about it, I'll hear about it in the news. That's what I've always said. Like with COVID. When that began, I heard about it on the news. Like, if it's important enough for me to really know, I'll hear it.
And you'll see people out in the street wearing masks. You go, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, because my dad always used to say also that I needed to watch the news. And I was always very against watching the news because I always saw it as they only show bad things. And it's just like to make me feel bad. And I don't want to watch that. Like, I can't do anything about it. Why should I watch it?
You know what it's also about? If you know it's not affecting your life and they say, well, it will, it's like, well, are you sure about that? To me, it's like when you go to a family gathering or something and you got a couple of women gossiping and they're like, oh, did you hear about what Nancy did and she got divorced or cheated? And it's like they keep talking about all these other events that it's not to do with their life. And I think, like, why are you gossiping all the time? And I feel like people who are into politics and stuff, you're just gossiping on a big scale. That's what it feels like to me. Like, does it really affect your life? Oh, but it could. But no, it's not. You're using it as an excuse. You're just gossiping on a large scale. That's what
I get
you're doing.
that it's interesting though. I mean, I am way more into politics now thanks to like Candace Owens. Like I watch a lot more stuff, but I watch it because she brings it like in an entertaining way, and I find it interesting. But before that, politics was like the most boring thing ever. So I get people that are kind of into it and that like to talk about all that stuff. That's not the problem, but it's more so like some people are into certain stuff and others aren't, and like I don't like the shaming thing. And it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like just let people be what they want to be.
Yeah.
Would Steph live a farm life? Would I? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if... you might, actually.
But like self-sustaining with all the animals and shit.
Growing your own vegetables and things like... You might actually feel a sense of control, even more control. Like you got your own food. You have to rely on...
You know, if we can live in peace somewhere and we don't have to work, I will take all the pigs and the horses and the chickens. Bring it on. So, yeah.
Yeah. Takes size.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's about people feeling like they can take sides, have like a bit of a debate. Are you on the left? Are you on the right? Do you believe in this, or are you for this or against this? And it's like, yeah, I don't care. Oh, you have to care. I need to know which side you're on. It's like, what if I'm not on any side? People need to know if you're on this side or that side.
We should do a test. Where are you? On the left, in the middle, on the right?
I know where I am. I'm middle, leaning right.
Yeah, me probably also.
Like if there's like extreme left, extreme right, and there's the middle, I'm probably halfway between middle and right. Depending on the topic, though, that's important. So on certain topics, I could be more on the left. But I think on average, if you average everything up, I'm somewhere between the middle and the right.
Yeah.
Just because it makes more sense.
Yeah, but sometimes people on the right can also have just crazy extreme...
Where would you rather live? Like if you had to make a choice, would you rather live amongst...
No, I would rather live on the right. That's true. I'm just saying... Sometimes they do have some very extreme opinions.
Everyone does, yeah.
Yeah. Like one that I saw this morning, like apparently Charlie Kirk, he was on this debate panel with all those people around him. And there was this one topic about the girl that he was talking to. She was like, what if your daughter...
I think I...
Yeah, was like 10 years old and then she got AR'd.
Yeah.
And then would you make her have the baby? And then he would be like, yeah. And I think that's probably sounds crazy to like most people. And that's something where it's like, okay, now you're going too far.
That's an example of where, again, like there's no right or wrong. Like if it's your daughter or like you can make your decision and you can live with it. But that's an example sometimes where you believe your ideology too much.
Yeah.
Where you might believe in, a man and a woman is the only thing that, is normal. But then say your son is gay or your daughter is. Are you now just going to treat them like crap? It's like the reality of life is not black and white. Like then you'll be faced with like now, well, I have to kind of compromise or something, So some people, it makes them feel good to be black and white thinkers, and it helps you sleep at night because you have an answer for everything. That's just a black and white answer. But life is grey and it's messy sometimes. And you might think you know what you're going to do or the decision, but then when you get confronted in your life, like your partner cheats on you or something, people are like, oh yeah, I wouldn't feel anything. I kick them to the curb and I get on with my life and I wouldn't fuck them. And like, it's like, yeah. Wait till if it happens to you. Let's see if you act as stoic as that. It's not that easy when you actually have the decision in your life where you've got to turn left and right. What do you do? Yeah. What can you live with? It's very easy for you to be confident when you're standing far away from it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, have we talked about everything?
I think so.
Are you ready to wrap it up?
How long have we been going? An hour?
Here it is. 1 hour and 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So, any final questions? If anyone wants to ask a question during the stream, add 3 yellow emojis like this before your comment. 3 smiley faces if you can. That would be helpful. And let's wrap it up. So, yeah, the last couple of months, we haven't really... We're using this channel as like a... where we talked about not being led by social media, not buying into the drama, and really just enjoying your life. We're trying to enjoy our channel as well, just posting when we feel like it, not really posting for the algorithm, not posting, oh, well, we have to post X amount of videos a week, regardless if we got a topic. We have to make shit up just so we post a video or a stream. I don't want to do that anymore because the algorithm wants you just pumping more and more and faster and faster and faster until you burn out. The only way not to burn out is to reject that speed of uploading for everyone else except for yourself. You got to, the biggest choice, I think we can both agree the last few months, whether it's gym, is we've adjusted our lives that we're caring less what other people think, whether it's the algorithm, I know with myself, people in my life and things like that, really just doing what I know is healthy, what I want to do, the time I want to spend with you and things like that. And caring less about all the other stuff.
Yeah. And it is a process.
No, it's not. It's a decision.
You always say that.
I hate that word. I hear it too much on the work. It's a process. We need to talk about it. No, we don't.
No.
She would if this was her job. If you were making money off this channel, you would be tracking this in an Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah.
She loves Excel. You probably use it the most.
Yeah.
Out of every app, do you use Excel more than everything else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
there
say
you go.
so. All my gym stuff I track in there. It's
everything.
Fun. And my weight loss and everything.
Life stuff, everything. The apps I use the most are just maybe writing. General. Photoshop is the app I use the most. She uses Excel.
You know what's funny though? I use Excel, but I don't do anything with the cells. You know how you can do like 1,000,001 things with Excel?
Yeah.
I don't do any of that, but I just use it because I like the setup. I make columns.
She just
and stuff.
organizes her thoughts and into categories and things. All right.
Yeah.
I think we're kind of done. So we're going to go to the gym after this.
Yeah.
And probably just relax the rest of the day. I really want to work on the picture I've started. Last night I did.
Oh, you should show them. Can you show them? Or you don't want to show it yet?
No, not yet. I've just started doing it, and it's going to be too much mucking around for me to... Anyway, I might show it next time. I should have thought about that before. But anyway, it's a abstract art piece that I'm going to hang in the living room. It's really big. It's probably like 1 meter 20, 1 meter 30 wide by about 75, 80 centimeters high, which is pretty big. So anyway.
Is it the same size as the one you've got now?
Yeah, just slightly bigger. Anyway, I'll show it later when it's done. All right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed our blabbing.
And our rant about the lottery and work.
Yeah. All right. Have a good weekend, everyone. Don't take YouTube and the politics too seriously. Remember, it's supposed to be YouTube, and fun. Easier said than done. And that rhymes.
Yeah.
But
I feel like we're super mellow today.
yeah. Told you I'm tired. Not tired. I'm not yawny tired. I just feel real.
Yeah.
Like nothing would, if there was news that popped up like, oh, this is happening. Okay.
Except if we won the lottery.
Even then, I'd be like, oh, babe, awesome, great. I'd smile, but I wouldn't be.
You would.
My energy level wouldn't be at a 10.
I do not believe that.
I would just, I would be, no, you would go through the roof, but.
What?
No.
That's not true.
I'm not like that. Have you noticed me to be the person that jumps up and down and do the Macarena?
Babe, the Macarena. 50 million.
Yeah, awesome.
You're not gonna go.
We're gonna watch that back now. There's a delay.
Oh, yeah.
You go-
I'm hooked.
All right, we're gonna go.
Anyway, we're crazy.
All right, have a good weekend, everyone. It's Friday morning here, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. We should just do these more casually. Again, under the thing we just talked about of just doing things when you feel like it and just catching up and having a conversation rather than trying to come up with the perfect essay or something. Yeah, pretty much.
I used to do the Macarena when I was, because I was like 12, 13.
Is that the one that goes? Da, 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 da. Is it that one?
No.
Da, 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 da.
No. The Macarena is the one with the dance.
Oh, that's tequila. Sorry, I'm thinking of tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Macarena. Yeah, it was that dance you have to remember.
Yeah. I love the 90s.
What's the difference between the Macarena and there was the other one a bit earlier? There was like the shuffle.
The twist, maybe.
No, like to the left, to the right. It was like also another dance. I can't remember. I was like in the 90s, I think it was, or 80s. Anyway,
I don't know.
catch you later. Don't be a douchebag and enjoy your week.
Bye.
Bye.